Hi, my name is Ashley McKenzie, and I'm here to share with you the Physics of Sound unit taught in third grade in the Boston Public School System. If you go to the BPS Science Weebly, you can locate the Student Learning Outcomes, SLO. These are the big science ideas that you want the students to walk away with after learning this unit. The big science ideas for the Physics of Sound unit are sounds of vibrations, the physical properties of a sound source, such as length, frequency, tension, how a sound travels, sound sources, sound receivers, medium, and pitch. Though most all of the science and engineering practices show up throughout this science kit, there is one practice that shows up most often. That is practice 2, developing and using models. The teacher guide is an invaluable resource that you're going to need throughout this unit. To locate the teacher guide online, you can go to the FOSS website. If you do not have a login, you can go to the SIS Science page and locate the login information and create a username and password. I'm going to go to my page and I'm going to show you how to access the guide online. So these are all the units that I teach. I'm going to go to Physics of Sound. This particular teacher's guide, e-teacher guide, is broken down into 4 different investigations. Each investigation has roughly 3 to 5 lesson plans. So you can locate all of this online, or you could use the hard copy that you got from taking the science training. Next, we want to talk about science pacing calendars. It's important to pace out your lessons so that you cover everything you need to teach in this unit. Since there are 4 different investigations, each having 3 to 5 lessons, you want to plan correctly so that you don't run out of time. You want to mark on the calendar when you get the kit and when it is due to return. In the sidebar, you can control things such as what you're doing for day-to-day teaching. I personally like to put my content and language objectives, and then I also put down the vocab that I need for that day. In the sound unit, there's also an embedded assessment for a close reading. This has text-dependent questions for students to both read and write using the text. The student readers are in the science kit. If you do not happen to have them, everything you need for the close reading is directly on the link. Science notebooking is very important. There is information on the Science Weebly on how to science notebook. You can watch the embedded video to help you. Taking science outdoors. Also in this unit, there's multiple opportunities to take your students outside and create real-world connections and learn while doing so. You can watch the embedded video on where to find out more about this. If you find yourself running out of time and you're not able to cover all the lessons in the investigations, I tend to condense part of investigation 4. I have groups of students work together on the different challenges, so each group will have a different challenge and then present out information to the class. This saves you at least 2 class sessions. Tips and tricks that help me. Read the Preparing a New Science Kit section under the Materials tab. Set up the instruments prior to the lesson and use them. It's important to use them so you don't stand in front of the kids and have no clue how they work. Some materials are not provided and you will need to get them, like a wire coat hanger, glass bottles, paper cups, and smaller things like that. Clean up and put away materials after each class. If you do not, things get messy quick, and pay attention to what kit box they came from and make sure they go back into the same box.